What is going on, fellas? It is After Productions. Welcome back to the channel. First of all, I hope you're all having a great day. And as you saw from the introduction, there is some big news in the NBA. The trade between the New York Knicks and the Minnesota Timberwolves sends Karl Towns to Minnesota for Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo. So I decided to simulate the next season in the NBA after that trade. I mean, it is October. The season does start in a few weeks, which is going to be so exciting. And I want to see not only how that trade impacts the Knicks and the Timberwolves, but how it impacts the NBA in general. So we're just gonna go through the rosters real quick and then simulate the season and then the playoffs with live games. So this should be a very fun video today. I know you guys love to see the next NBA season simulations, especially after big transactions in the league, just like we just saw a couple days ago. And I mean, I wouldn't be surprised in the next couple months if we see some more big trades, because the NBA is one of those leagues where trades happen randomly and they might be the most unexpected trades. So that's why I love the NBA. That's why I love making these 2K videos. But anyways, as we approach the New York Knicks, they made some big offseason moves. They got Bridges, they got Towns. They did lose out, however, on DiVincenzo trading him, Julius Randle, and they did not sign Isaiah Hartenstein back. But I want to see your guys' reactions to the trade down below in the comments. But the LA Lakers, they just had media day the other day, and it was so crazy seeing LeBron James and Bronny on the same team. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for the NBA. It was just a really cool moment. I'll show a picture up on the screen. And look at the Dallas Mavericks. It is so wild to see Klay Thompson in a uniform besides the Golden State Warriors. Gonna take some time to get used to, but that definitely helps out the team. As far as the Knicks, though, getting Karl Towns, I think it definitely does help him. But man, as a Knicks fan, I know you guys like Dante DiVincenzo. He did so well for you guys in playoffs last year. And Julius Randle, I know he had his moments, but still a very good player and played well in that offense, just in my opinion. And now adding Karl Towns, it does help. Obviously, spread the floor, he could shoot. But I mean, I would just hate to give up two big pieces of the team. And we see the Houston Rockets on this NBA roster overview. The Spurs now with Chris Paul and Wembanyama, who's up to a 92 while you're on 2K. Suns, they need to do something this year, or I mean, they're gonna have to break things up, as the Thunder added some big pieces, Hartenstein and Caruso. And again, the Knicks lost a lot of guys, low-key. I mean, they brought in a lot of guys, but their playoff from last year, I feel like you should keep a core. As we see, though, the new Minnesota Timberwolves with DiVincenzo and Julius Randle. One of the things for the Timberwolves last year in the playoffs was their offense wasn't really doing well, as we saw them struggle against the Mavericks, and maybe adding Randle DiVincenzo can help. Obviously, defensively, they're very good, but anyways, we look at the Warriors. Really only added Buddy Hield. Curry, not sure what he's going to do next couple years, especially if the Golden State Warriors can't win, as the Wizards are last on their roster overview. But fellas, it is time to simulate to the end of the 2024-2025 season here in NBA 2K25 to see what happened during the season. Before we get to the end of the season, for those interested, the NBA Cup or the in-season tournament will belong to the Dallas Mavericks as they defeat the Cleveland Cavaliers. How about the Jazz making it, though? Utah pushing here in the play-in tournament, or the in-season tournament, I have to say. But Luka, Klay, Kyrie, is this foreshadowing of what they could do in the simulation? Maybe win a championship? Anyways, they win the tournament of in-season. And speaking of Luka Doncic, he wins his first ever MVP, almost averaging a triple-double. What a season. 33-11, 9.4 assists for the Dallas Mavericks. Man, Luka Doncic, I feel like next season is real. As the #1 overall pick of the Atlanta Hawks, wins Rookie of the Year. Amen Thompson, 6th Man of the Year for the Houston Rockets. He had a pretty good season. Wembanyama wins Defensive Player of the Year. And Amen Thompson as well wins Most Improved. So how about this season from Thompson? Boncaro, Clutch Player of the Year. Interesting. First team All-NBA. Luka's at a 99 overall. Can you believe that? Victor Wembanyama's at a 94, but we got Giannis, Shea, and Jokic up there. And here's the rookie All-NBA first team. No real surprises, I guess, for Zach Edey. I mean, Zach Edey up here of the Memphis Grizzlies. I feel like he's going to have a good year next year. Anyways, though, leading the league in points is SGA. Right behind him is MVP Doncic. Anthony Edwards. Man, we got some big scorers in here. As how about LaMelo Ball, 5th in scoring? Can you guys see that happening in real life? As anyways, the top 10, Cade Cunningham cracks the top 10 as well. Lillard at number 12. Rebounds per game, led by the Greek Freak Giannis. Sabonis right behind him. Wembanyama, Bam Adebayo, Jalen Duren of the Pistons. How about that? And look how many players are over 10 rebounds. This is crazy. I don't think we've ever seen this before. 20 players averaging double-digit rebounds. I mean, out of all the simulations we've done, That is probably the most we've ever seen, but leading the assists per game is Tyler Burton. Steals per game goes to SGA. Now to the NBA standings. The Knicks finished number 1 in the East. Right behind them are the Bulls. What a surprising start for the Bulls. I mean, as a 2 seed, I didn't expect that, especially the Raptors. I mean, what is going on in the Eastern Conference where the Celtics, the former champs, are all the way down to 7? That is crazy. Same with the Sixers. I mean, this might be the most interesting Eastern Conference we've ever seen, as the Bucks don't even make it. Milwaukee, Dame. Cleveland doesn't make it. Oh my goodness. And I don't think the Western Conference is as crazy as the East, as the Mavericks are the best team in the NBA with 62 wins. Right behind them, OKC with 60. Minnesota with Randall DiVincenzo's at 3. Sacramento makes it. Golden State, Denver, and the play-in tournament teams, Houston, Memphis, San Antonio, and Phoenix, meaning the Lakers miss out of the playoffs, as well as the Clippers. This is insane. It's like next year it's predicting the Cavs, Bucks, Lakers, Clippers don't make the playoffs. Anyways, now to the postseason. Definitely an interesting one to say the least. You guys see the teams, but firstly with the play-in tournament, there are the games in the West. Houston, Memphis, San Antonio, and Phoenix, and now in the East, Boston, Philadelphia as a play-in game is crazy. But anyways though, fellas, we're really going to quickly simulate the play-in tournament to get a 16-team bracket, so let's find out right now. And bam, the teams that make the play-in tournament, Houston, Boston, Philly, and Memphis. So here is the official 16-team bracket for the next NBA season and the 2025 playoffs, as I should say. And for the Knicks and Timberwolves, that trade definitely helped out, but we're going to see which team better benefited by seeing which team makes it farther in this playoff simulation. But guys, it is time to get the playoffs underway, and it is your last chance to comment down below your predictions. All these games are simulated live here on 2K25, so sit down, sit back, relax, as the road to the NBA Finals begins here in the first round. So let the madness begin. Let's go. Well, fellas, we're going to begin the first round in Memphis, where the Oklahoma City Thunder will sweep the Grizzlies. Can the new addition of Alex Caruso and Isaiah Hartenstein bring this Thunder team to the NBA Finals, as John Moran and this Grizzlies team will go down here disappointing fashion in a sweep? And now we're off to a close one in Toronto, where the Raptors are up 3-1 on the Miami Heat. I am as surprised as you. The fact they're even in the playoffs and have a chance to win the series, as Barnes underneath won't go. And with the Heat on the verge of elimination, they need to win this game to 4-6. 32 seconds to go here in Canada. In the corner, Butler 1-on-1 against Barrett. Fans are on their feet. You gotta figure they're gonna Jimmy Butler down here in the stretch. He's 1-on-1 in the post, backing it away against Barrett. It misses it. Timeout Toronto, and they're gonna have a chance to win the game and the series. How about RJ Barrett? Who's gonna take the shot for the Raptors? 11 seconds. Shot clock off. A chance to win the series. They're gonna swing it. Now it's up to RJ Barrett. They got Barnes in the post. 1-on-1. Barnes flips it in! Unbelievable in 2 seconds! Miami, no timeouts! Gonna need a miracle, it's Jimmy Butler! Canada has won! The Raptors are going in the second round of the Eastern Conference playoffs! Did anybody expect this? I certainly did not, as they defeat the Miami Heat in 5 games. Miami just can't believe it. But now we're going to continue this first round off in Philadelphia, where the 76ers and Paul George, the Dagger 3, will beat the Bulls in 5. So much for being a 7 seed. This was a weird matchup because Chicago made the 2 seed somehow, but they will fall in 5 games. And the Sixers trying to get the conference finals, something they haven't done with Embiid, as Paul George has helped them lead them past the Bulls. And now we got a close one in Golden State, a rematch of this first round series a couple years ago. Kings and Warriors, no good from De'Aaron Fox, and the Kings, who are up 3-2 in the series. All they need to do is win this game, and they're going to win the series. And for the Warriors, looking at 4-7, De'Aaron Fox, that's a big miss, because now the Warriors have the ball up by 1 with 44 seconds. And you know Curry's going to be the guy down the stretch for Golden State. He's working against Fox. Step back, get some space. The 3 is no good. That would have been the dagger. Here come the Kings on the break. DeRozan, open Malik Monk. Bang! Malik Monk from downtown with 30 seconds. Kings go up by 2. These fans can't believe it. And now all of a sudden the Warriors season on the line. What a fast break offense right there from Sacramento. And now Stephen Curry just missed it a moment ago with the ball. Curry pass into Jackson Davis for the jam. And the shot clock is off. 17 seconds. It's going to come down to this. Will we go to overtime, or can the Kings win it? Ball in the hands of Fox, working against Curry. Fox driving on Steph and flips it in with the left. De'Aaron Fox with 5 seconds. Golden State needs a basket. Down by 2. Curry for the win. And it's no good. Kings get vengeance. And man, I thought that might have been a foul, honestly, on that 3-point shot from Curry. What do you guys think down below? Should they have called a foul because Fox got into his grill right there? But anyways, the Kings get vengeance from that series a couple years ago and win it. As now we're off to Houston, a battle in Texas. And it is the Dallas Mavericks who honestly were tested by this 8-seeded Rocket squad, but they will ultimately win the series in 6 games. Luka one more basket, 130-109 your final, as the Dallas Mavericks are trying to get back to the NBA Finals, and they are one step closer with this series. And how can you beat this team when Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving combined for 77 points? I mean, guys, oh my goodness, this duo is unstoppable. Anyways, off to Atlanta. It is a Game 7. We have 3 of them here in this first round. Halliburton going against the Hawks. Can the Pacers get back to the conference finals? Right now, they're down by 2 in Atlanta, so they're going to need some big plays down the stretch. Here is Tyrese Halliburton, sets up for 3, rips out, rebound Atlanta up by 2 with 34 seconds. These Hawks fans want to see their team move on. Trae Young looking for the dagger, 1-on-1 Halliburton, shake, bake, gets in the paint, behind the back, and then just blows the money. Timeout Pacers, Trae Young can't believe it. Indiana has life. Now here we go. Halliburton missed that 3 moments ago, but can he get some revenge? Step back, Halliburton puts it in. Tyrese Halliburton gives the Pacers a tie ball game here with 13 seconds. Hawks with a chance to win. We've seen a few game winners in this first round. Can Fox do it himself? Driving Halliburton. Jumper is good. Trae Young with 5 seconds. No timeout for Indiana. Halliburton needs it. Won't get it. And down go the Pacers in 7. Atlanta beats them. How about Trae Young? He's showing why he is one of the best point guards in the game. And he wins it for the Hawks as the Pacers are eliminated. And now on to this Game 7 in Minnesota, a rematch of last year as Julius Randle is added to this Timberwolves squad. He just put in the dunk right there. It's a 10-point lead for the Timberwolves as they will knock off the Denver Nuggets. And with the Nuggets losing in the first round, they're going to have some questions to answer in the offseason. What do they do as the Minnesota Timberwolves move on? In our last series, Celtics, Knicks, this could be the Eastern Conference Finals as they meet here in the first round. Ball is stolen by Anunoby. Bridges got it to go. 4-point lead for New York. These fans in the Garden going crazy, trying to knock off the defending champs. I don't know how we're in a Game 7 with the Knicks because in real life I know we'd sweep them. But anyways, we have to get things done. Down 4, Brown, unbelievable. How did he get that to go? And now it's just a 2-point lead for the Knicks. Can they get a dagger here? Ball in the hands of Brunson. Jalen Brunson against one of the greatest defenders in the game. Drew Holiday. Brunson attacking. Oh, are you kidding me? How did that go in? Jalen Brunson. That is ridiculous. And this place couldn't get any louder than it is. They're 24 seconds away from knocking out the champs. Here is Brown. 1-0 against Anunoby. They're going to need a basket. Brown. Fadeaway 3. Oh, it rims out. 12 seconds. Rebound. And the Knicks have it. And there's some tension in the building. But it is over. Can you believe it? The Celtics will go down. The defending champs dethroned by the New York Knicks. I mean, I don't think it would happen in real life, but here in 2K it does in 7. And welcome to New York, Karl Anthony Towns. The first round is now over, and that might have had the most game winners we've ever seen in a first round here in these 2K simulations. But anyways, off to the second round, some great matchups as well. Still can't believe Toronto's in it. But anyways, guys, hopefully your favorite team is in the playoffs at this moment. But it is now time to simulate to see which teams will move on to the conference finals here in NBA 2K25. So fellas, without further ado, let's continue it on. Let's go. The conference semifinals begin in Atlanta, where the Hawks will get swept. Jalen Brunson and his Knicks team, oh my goodness, Jalen Brunson has no respect for the CPU. Shout out Chris Moon. I feel like all of you guys know Chris Moon by this point, but the Knicks will defeat the Atlanta Hawks here in the second round to move on to the Eastern Conference Finals. How about that? And now we are off to Toronto. I mean, what is going on with this Raptors team? Scotty Barnes, RJ Barrett are putting on a performance of their lifetime, taking this Toronto team to the Eastern Conference Finals as they defeat the 76ers. So once again, Philly can't get past the second round, even with the addition of Paul George. So Joel Embiid had 40 points, 22 rebounds, but it just wasn't enough here. Paul George had 15 points, he struggled, but RJ Barrett, man, surprisingly is one of the best players in these playoffs at the moment. And now we continue off this round here in Sacramento, where the Dallas Mavericks are headed back to the Western Conference Finals. They get the job done over the Kings in 6 games, so the Dallas Mavericks advance on. Huge victory for them as they await the winner of the Minnesota-Oklahoma City series. We are in Minnesota, Game 6, Thunder, Timberwolves, Minnesota down by 1. They also are down in the series, as here is Anthony Edwards. There's a hand in the way. Man, these fans are going crazy. 40 seconds, the new addition, Julius Randle on the paint, draws 2, open Conley. No! I feel like he could have swung it right there to DiVincenzo, but now 30 seconds, OKC is up by 1, looking for the dagger. Caruso has it in the paint, and if you're the Thunder, you don't want to go early, you want to take this all the way down, as Shake has the ball, gonna take a step back, 3 on its way, no! Minnesota has a chance, down 1, here is DiVincenzo to Edwards, sees another line, Edwards against Caruso, step back, 3! Rattles down! Are you kidding me? It's in! Thunder, no timeouts! Alexander! No! Anthony Edwards is a hero in Game 6! They will force 7! That shot rimmed in! Unbelievable stuff here in Minnesota! And these Thunder fans at home probably can't believe it, because now this series is going to a Game 7. But unfortunately for you Minnesota Timberwolves fans, we go to that Game 7 in Oklahoma City, and it is a blowout. I mean, I'm speaking blowout because 156 points were scored by the Thunder and only 102 by Minnesota. So that means this Thunder team is moving on, and Isaiah Joe at 31. Sometimes, as you guys know in real life in the NBA playoffs, there's always somebody that you never expect to go crazy, which can prove to be the biggest factor in a series, and that was Isaiah Joe in that game. And so we are now down to 4. How do your guys' predictions match up? We saw Minnesota fall in that 7-game series, so Julius Randle didn't do exactly what they wanted to, as well as DiVincenzo, but now we have 4 teams remaining. Karl Towns has definitely helped the Knicks as they're in the conference finals against the Raptors, and we have the Mavericks vs Thunder. Well, let's find out which teams move to the finals. So let's go. The Cinderella story for Toronto comes to an end here in the conference finals as they will fall the New York Knicks in a sweep. New York back-to-back sweeps after that Game 7 in the first round. And now they're on to the NBA Finals. Knicks fans can't even believe it. You are heading to the championship series. As for Toronto, you can't even be upset. They had a spectacular run in this one. And off to Dallas, the Thunder get revenge on the Dallas Mavericks after losing last year in that great second-round series. They're going to beat the Mavericks still this time in the conference finals, 149-134, your Game 5 final. Dallas heads home, and the Oklahoma City Thunder are moving on. And come on, 2K, you got the wrong people celebrating. And Shai Alexander might have one of the greatest performances in simulation history on this channel. 61 points, shooting that percentage, 11 free throws. I mean, guys, that is the reason they won that game in the series. He played amazing. And now to the NBA Finals. New York versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. How about this? Did anybody predict? And the addition of Karl Towns has helped this Knicks team get all the way to the finals as they defeat the Celtics as well in this playoff run. But now, guys, the best of 7 series to determine the winner of today's simulation. Knicks, Thunder, which team will be the champion here in 2025? So, Let's find out. The two best words in sports, Game 7, as Alexander almost strips Brunson for the NBA Finals. This is tied at 132. Brunson misses it 50 seconds. When was the last time we got a Game 7 here in the simulations for the championship? As it's coming down to the wire, as Jalen Williams gets the rebound off a miss and puts it home. Thunder up by 2. These fans want to see a championship. How will the New York Knicks respond? Brunson just missed it a moment ago. Working on SGA. Brunson with the ball. Shake, bake, spin. Off one leg, it's down. Jalen Brunson, spectacular! And with 31 seconds here in regulation, which team will come out victorious? I mean, this hasn't been this hype since the 2016 finals, as we're coming down to the wire in Game 7. Here it is, now in the corner to Lou Dort. Isaiah Hartenstein, the former Knick, trying to beat his former team. Lou Dort has to give it up. What is he doing? Lou Dort with the shot clock running down. Pump fake takes it, and he missed it. 6 seconds. Knicks with a chance to win the championship. And Inoue with 2. Brunson for the win. No good. Overtime here in Game 7, and the Thunder just lucky they got out of that possession. I mean, that was horrible. But fellas, overtime basketball here in Game 7. And now as we get to overtime, 34 seconds, still tied here. This time at 146, they inbound to SGA in the paint. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander missed it. Rebound Mitchell Robinson. Here come the New York Knicks. And there's about a 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. How will the Knicks manage this possession? Oklahoma City will get the ball back. Brunson trying to win it for the Knicks. Step back. Bang! Jalen Brunson gives New York a lead with 12 seconds remaining. Here comes SGA. Championship on the line. Will they go for overtime or go for the win? Down to 6 seconds. This is the guy you want to take it. SGA gets open for the win. No good ball tip by Hartenstein, and the Knicks have won it in overtime. They are your NBA champions and winners of today's simulation. Unbelievable, the Thunder go down heartbreaking fashion. And honestly, that was a great shot from SGA right there. That's the guy you want shooting it. Clean, open three-pointer for the win. Just fell short, and the Thunder, they are just going to go out sad in this one. As adding Karl Towns to the New York Knicks lifts them to a championship. Also, not to mention, they got Mikal Bridges. He's a big reason, but man, this Knicks team, what a run here in the simulation. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all the support. Every single one of your goats. It's Halftime Productions. I'll see you in the next one as we out for today.